What up, guys? Another Adonis review. Today we will be going over Metro Exodus. Now, you may ask yourself and ponder the question, why do this game now? And even though there might not be a great reason, there is a slight reason, and that is the acknowledgement, even though the acknowledgement is a few weeks past now. But the acknowledgement that Metro Awakening, or maybe it's just Awaken, is coming out for VR for the PlayStation VR 2 and perhaps other ways to play VR. Which, if at least the graphic quality of it matches with what we have known from Metro, should be quite the game. I feel like it's a terrific game to transfer over into VR. Technically speaking, any game that looks great and is in first person could be a great game to play in VR, but I digress. So let's talk about the one that I've played that came out a few years yonder. I can't really remember the exact year it came out anymore. I don't know, maybe 2017, 2018. It's been a little bit. But the graphics, as you can see, are still phenomenal, which is what stood out. Now, to give you behind the man story of what you should expect and what I saw from this game, I am not a Metro player in any shape or form. I've never played any Metro game. And I remember when this came out that I was truly blown away with the graphics. It was probably one of the most impressive graphical games trailers that I saw the year they released the trailer for it. And as you can see why, the game looks amazing, but that doesn't always mean it's the best game ever. Now, I've said it time and time again that it's really hard to make a game fail nowadays. The formula for any type of game, whether it be fighting or third person or first person or shooter, is pretty much set in stone. If you pick up any game, you're probably going to know generally how the controls are going to work depending on the type of game it is. You know, like a shooter, first person shooter, it's not rocket science. The trigger is probably going to shoot, the other trigger is probably going to scope in or something like that. Unless the studio is weird as fuck. So, you're not rewriting the wheel. So, this game being terrible isn't something that I would say is an immediate. But it did have flaws that kind of made me upset while playing it. So first off, I'll go to the graphics. It is gorgeous as fuck, as you can see. The graphics look amazing in the game. You know, can't be beaten. Now, the negatives I would say about the game are 100% the controls. Now, I do think I played this on a PS4, so it could play smoother on the PS5, but I don't think it was just high graphics with the PS4 making it unable to play. I do think that the controls just in general weren't very smooth. The guns didn't play as smooth as you would hope. Reloading was slow, and it just all together, the background system that held the game together wasn't smooth. Maybe it was just doing too much to hold it, but even beyond that, which made some annoying times in the game while playing it. With that being said, the game is still fun, but at tad overpriced. I think the standard price for it nowadays would probably be $30. You should be able to get it on sale, but I don't think I've seen it on sale for super cheap too often. Maybe, you know, it's been on sale for $50. You know, maybe I have seen it for $10 once. It's an older game now, so it could be. You should be able to get it pretty cheap, fairly. And I think there are some, you know, Game Passy type ways to play it for free as well. But it is a game I would say to play. Like I said, it still looks beautiful. The story mode, it's like all based off Russian people, and that kind of took me out of it too. It felt like just like a bad Russian movie is the best way I can kind of explain it. But altogether, you know, again, it's a game. I guess, and like I said, most games nowadays are at least worth trying, but it's not worth trying at a big price. Like I said, if you can get it for free, you know, and you have not many other games to play, maybe give it a whirl. I definitely don't think I'd spend over $15 on it. maybe $10 max. Maybe, like I said, I'm not a Metro fan, so maybe if you played all of them, there might be a difference in it for you, where there's a great story and you love it because you know everything. But if you are wondering maybe to play it in the coming of the new Metro Awakening for VR, which you probably aren't, but might come to your mind. Out of all Metro games that I know of, this would be the one that I would think of first, since it does look so astounding and it's such a good looking game. It's like, why not practice with this one? And it wasn't like a terrible game to not play. Like I said, the story was a little lackluster. Didn't like the way that the characters were portrayed, and like with the Russian was pretty boring. Didn't really care about the people. It just wasn't a whole. But the way it looks, the background playing, the mechanics of the game wasn't as great either. But it's not. I don't know. I'd say I gave it a 6 out of 10. So, like I said, if you can get it for $10 and you want to give it a try before, let's say, Metro Awakening comes out, go for it. But I wouldn't pay full price for it, especially nowadays. But it does look beautiful. So, if you have a PC or a PS5, you want to rank it up and see how good it can look, I'd say it's worth a gander, because it's a stunning game. So hopefully, when Metro Awakening comes out, it'll show us this game pushed to the max in all VR glory, and it'll be worth the perfect connection at that point. Hope that helps a little bit, guys. That's Metro Awakening is the hope for the future. Right now, this is Metro Exodus. Adios.